Two peas in a bong. Two peas in a bong. Two peas in a bong.
Two peas and a bong. Two peas and a bong. Two peas
in a bong.
All right, y'all. Two peas in a bong in the building. It's your boy DP. Kevin, what you got going on?
I think he froze up on us.
Yeah.
That's KP. He's frozen.
Yeah, I have no idea what he's doing.
Oh man, I'm frozen a moment. Y'all can't hear me?
Yeah. No, we couldn't hear shit.
Damn. Oh damn. I was hearing y'all the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Well, that's KP.
Mm-hmm.
Right. If you heard the whole time, two peas in the bong in the building. It's your boy DP.
It's your boy
KP.
There you go. There you go. He was, hey, I thought my boy was in the Matrix for a minute, man.
Right.
And trying to figure out what the fuck is going on
with
with
Kevin.
Doing? It's your boy Bong, man.
Right.
What the fuck is going on? He told me Jared Goff got drafted by the Eagles.
Right.
Oh man.
Kevin Jowski over there checking his sources and shit already. God damn.
It's all right, man. I'm not afraid to laugh at myself, man. I blundered that. That was a blunder.
Yeah. Damn. Hey man, so getting right back on track. I know y'all watched the game. Well, the games, hopefully. But the one that's more fresh on the mind is the Nuggets and Timberwolves. Denver Nuggets, Minnesota Timberwolves, where Minnesota overcame a 20-point deficit. Actually, they were down by 15 going into the half. And then once the second half got popping, they were down by 20. It looked like the Nuggets were coming out to put their ass away. And they eventually ended up coming back and winning the game 98-90. So thoughts on that game, fellas?
Man, I'm gonna let Kev go.
Man,
go for it, Kev.
Man, in the first half, man, my man Rudy Gobert was looking like booty Gobert.
Man,
couldn't play no defense.
He was just throwing shit up.
Let me start by saying Jamal Murray was cooking.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's talking about the strained calf or the injury that he's had. Yeah, in the first half, he was cooking. Like, damn. But Minnesota in the third quarter, they stepped it up defensively, man. And we got to see why they're the number one defensive team in the league.
Mm-hmm.
It was a point where we were watching the game and they were like, you know what? Charles Barkley said it. He was like, in the second half, play Naz Reid, don't play Rudy Gobert. And it was like, damn, in a game 7, you're not going to play the defensive player of the year. So I was like, that might be a good move. But shout out to the coaching staff, because the coaching staff stuck with them, stuck to their guns. They told Anthony Edwards that he needed to play faster. He played faster. And they were able to get the win. I thought the official.
Oh man, Kevin. Hey, this nigga Kevin living a struggle life today. Hey, You living a struggle life today, man. Struggle bars.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
sign
you
back
got
in.
you got the struggle bars popping off. Yeah.
So while Kev is off, I think he was about to say something about the officiating,
Mhm.
and I agree. The officiating. Give me 1 second, DP.
Mhm. The officiating was bullshit. I'll tell y'all what.
The officiating was such that I think they wanted them to have to, like how they say in boxing, DP, that you gotta take the belt from the champ.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was looking like.
The officiating was such that they were like, nah, y'all gonna have to take this from the champs.
Yeah.
And um, even down the stretch, man, where there was potential for them to let Minnesota back in the game, I saw some very questionable calls, especially late in the fourth quarter. Denver, excuse me, they had the opportunity to let Denver back in the game late in the fourth quarter. They couldn't make shots.
Mhm.
Like, simple and plain. I don't give a fuck how much the refs help you. If you can't put the ball in the basket, it don't fucking matter. You know what I mean? Like, and
The
that's really
name of
what.
the game is basketball.
Yeah, man. Rudy Gobert. God, I try not to, because I feel like people hate on bro, and it may be slightly unwarranted, maybe because of,
The
remember how
COVID
they
shit.
no. I think the COVID
That's
stayed
what
up.
got it jumping. Donovan Mitchell wanted to knock that nigga out.
No. But it was even before that when they traded for him and they gave up all that draft compensation.
Yeah.
Right? Then they give up like 3
Yeah.
first-round picks. So it was something crazy for
Mhm.
Rudy Gobert, right? And then on top of that, you say, okay, he's a 3-time defensive player of the year. But goodness gracious, man, anybody but him was doing better than him on Joker tonight, right? They had Cat. They had Cat. This nigga
Hey,
Cat was locking. Cat was locking.
he was doing
Cat was,
okay. He was listen. Jokic was getting busy on both of them niggas.
no. But what I'm saying, when
Nas
they
Nas
Reed
Nas
had some
Reed
big
is the
time
one
block.
who
Yeah.
came up
no,
late in the
okay,
fourth.
yeah. He came up late, but I'm talking about before that, right? Cat was getting busy, like during the comeback. During the comeback, Cat held his own against Jokic, right? And he looked better than Gobert.
Nigga, I saw Jokic.
Oh yeah.
I saw Jokic do like a jab step, like he was about to run in the paint.
The blow
And
by. Oh, I think
this nigga, Carl Towns turned around and ran in the paint by himself. And that
Yeah.
nigga Jokic was still at the top of the key. Shot that motherfucker and whop, hit a three. I was like, damn, a nigga lose you on a jab like that.
But what I'm saying
He
again,
Hey, man,
bowled that
it
nigga
wasn't worse.
Gobert in the chest. Like he was
go ahead,
getting
Kev.
busy, man.
I get what you saying, Uban, because the nigga was just blowing by off the dribble against Gobert in the first half. Like it was
Correct.
terrible.
It
Like
was
we just
sad.
gonna give up these layups.
It was sad. What I'm saying is, I think Cat did a more respectable job against Joker, right? Like he's still and I'm watching it with my sister, my sons, my wife, few of my oldest son and his friend were here, and I'm like, we can't just be talking about when Joker does the shit that he do.
Mm-hmm.
We got to stop acting like he's not the reigning MVP and the 3-time MVP. Like the same way niggas saying Gobert is a 3-time defensive player of the year,
Mm-hmm.
Joker's a 3-time MVP, and he's, for every time a motherfucker say that Joker don't deserve it or this and that and whatever, this is the number one defensive team in the league, and bro had it his way however he wanted it. It came down to Joker. A lot of his shit was just make or miss. Like he was getting the looks. Nigga was 1 for 8 from 3, or 1 for 9 from 3, or something like that. Like he was getting the looks. It just his shit wasn't falling. And apparently, when it comes to Denver, if it's not the Lakers, these motherfuckers ain't got the same zeal. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got the same motherfucking. They ain't got the same zest for life when they ain't playing the motherfucking Lakers. Like, hey, I'm looking at this shit like, damn, all these niggas came back down to earth. That's some crazy ass shit. This nigga MPJ, Kevin say, what hey, when they was playing the Lakers, what did he say? What
I
was
said,
Logan?
I said him as the third option. I said he's the best third option in the league.
The best
Hey,
That's what I
third option
and
across
guess
the
what?
entire
And,
NBA.
and guess what Mike Malone, Denver
It's
head coach,
bold.
said in the press conference after the game. He
What did
said,
he say?
man, we just put way too much on our two stars. None of our role players stepped up. They, Joker and Jamal Murray, they got their numbers, but all the other guys that was 6-man of the year candidates, dudes that was 3-point leading, the percentage leading against the Lakers, they came flying right back down to earth. They had to say, and hear me out. MPJ, is that his name? Michael Porter Jr.
Michael Porter Jr.
MPJ
Yeah.
got the same fucking looks he got against the Lakers. They wasn't closing out on this nigga. It wasn't no spectacular defense being played on him and KCP and all these other niggas. No.
Yeah.
All them niggas come back down to earth. Like, you know how Cinderella, she got a glass slipper and all that shit. Bitches waltzing through the prom, you know what I'm saying? At 9:45, 10:15, 10:30.
Looking fly.
Midnight.
Yeah.
Midnight came. And boy, she back in the burlap sack. She did. Hey, one of her veneers fell out.
Even Cinderella lost her slipper. Y'all see that? Y'all see that shit with LeBron? Even Cinderella lost her slipper.
Oh man,
Rich
listen.
Drake.
Oh, bro, like, and all of
I always wondered about shit.
So I'm just wondering, what happened to MPJ, what happened to KCP, all the acronyms, right? All stars against the Lakers. I'm talking about Lakers ain't playing bad defense. It's just that they were anchored by Anthony Davis. And they had you. They had
you know the Lakers. You know what the Lakers did, which I think is something that people should start looking at with Denver.
The Lakers let Jamal Murray get busy. And if you focus in on Murray and kind of, try to shut him down, then I think that's really more so the key than trying to stop, Jokic.
Jokic.
Like he's gonna do his thing, whatever. Focus in on Murray, throw a couple people at him, make it harder. Because with them, it's a 2-man game. It's clear, and they've been ranting and raving about they have the best 2-man game in the league. So focus on putting some hurdles in front of Murray, and it makes it harder. And that's exactly what happened in the second half. Because listen, Anthony Edwards didn't have it going. I think he was like 6 for 24.
Terrible game.
Yeah, six for 24, but he did the shit when it counted. Like he started heating up in the fourth. Like he had a couple threes, couple steals in the second half and all that stuff. But what he was doing was playing better defense, and he was making it harder for Murray to get going. So that is key. And going forward, motherfuckers should look at that. But the Lakers, they did not stop Murray at all. And he was getting busy.
The part I would address with Michael Porter Jr. though is that the Minnesota Timberwolves had Jaden McDaniels playing defense on him. Jaden McDaniels is 6'9.5" with a 7-foot wingspan. So therefore, and
When they asked,
all up in the defender.
I'm glad you didn't say all up in your ass, Paul. I'm glad
you brought that up though, because when they ask Anthony Edwards, like, who would he give the game ball to? He said Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah,
That's his favorite player on that team, clearly.
Hey, and when they got him, he went to the podium in the post game, and he reiterated that shit again.
Yeah.
And when they talked about him in the Phoenix, they played Phoenix, right?
Yeah, first,
In the Phoenix series, he
He
talked
said,
about
yep.
McDaniels.
Yeah.
So I don't know if
And that's why I was saying he's clearly his favorite player, like
yeah,
clearly.
and maybe he believes that, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, if I continue to shout him out, like it's gonna continue to build his confidence, right? Like he's doing. Yo, my sister was watching the game with me, and she was talking about, like, she listened to the interview right after the game or whatever. She's like, man, that's crazy, like how he's always like giving props to his teammates and all this other stuff. Bro was 22.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got a maturity about him, like
It's
as far as
real.
basketball
Yeah.
goes, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's unseen at for 22-year-olds. Like he does all the little theatrical shit with the crowd and all the other shit, and
Which
we
is
love
cool
that.
too.
Exactly, that's entertainment value, right? But when it comes to the actual game, he has a certain level of maturity about him that is unheard of for a 22-year-old, and that's kind of crazy.
Who was
You know
he
what I'm
pointing at in the corner when he
saying?
hit that three? He was like, "Where you
Oh,
at,
yeah.
nigga?" That shit was dope.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Indeed.
But nah, you right, Ubang. Like, in that part shouldn't go unnoticed, because like that goes a long way with like camaraderie and shit like that in the locker room. And like, when you're on teams and you're playing with different guys, if y'all get along and it's more of a cool like vibe, like y'all really fuck with each other, you'll play harder for each other. And it
Yeah.
goes a long way. Like if you just in there and it's like, this a job, like this what we do, whatever.
Like
It's
Joker
gonna,
do.
eh, I mean, but shit, they won a championship, so I can't.
Hey, you know what? And
It's easier to sacrifice when you get along with somebody.
Yeah, no,
So much
it is.
easier.
It is. It is.
I love that. I love this. I love this Minnesota team. And obviously, as a Laker fan, and again, Kev, Michael Porter Jr.'s numbers when he played against the Lakers, he was averaging over 20 points a game, in like the mid-20s, right? I think in this Minnesota series, he averaged single digits, right? He never really got he never really got off the ground. And I love Minnesota because as a Laker fan, I'm just for some reason I hate Denver. And it goes even way back to remember when Lonzo was playing for the Lakers and Jamal Murray did that little bullshit where the game was over and he dribbles the ball through Lonzo's legs and just on some disrespectful shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, yeah, in the household, the entire household, man, we was rooting hard like we was like Minnesota was the Lakers. You did what I'm saying? But outside of that, man, I'm really excited to see this fucking Western Conference Finals. Of all the dudes that was team hopping and doing all the other little crazy stuff, I think the only one. Y'all remember about my whole little thing out my little shit I went on, right?
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
all them niggas got to pay, right? KD, Harden,
Durant.
KD. Yeah, I said KD. KD, Harden, Ben Simmons, like, all these motherfuckers doing all that. Oh, we hopping here and hopping there. The only one that's left, so Killer Kyrie, man. And after the whole anti-Semitic shit that they tried to put on, bro, like I am rooting for dude. Like I really want to say so. Like it's like
Wow.
this is a real can't lose situation. And I feel it really because I love like the energy, the youth, and the energy of Anthony Edwards. But man, there's no better comeback story than Kyrie. Right? All the ridicule, all the bullshit he had to put up with. I think even now, in this moment, he's still been real tempered. He's not really doing too much. He's still playing his role. He doesn't try and overly dominate.
He doesn't have to, though. The fact that he's on the team with Luka Doncic doesn't call for him to be that main guy.
But what I'm saying is, in years past, it didn't matter. He would have still wanted to get his, right? But I think now with the
True.
situation that he's in and the picture that's being painted of him, he's a smart dude. He's aware of, he's a Duke guy, right? Like these dudes is fucking smart. Like he's very aware of like the public perception of him, and he goes out of his way to make sure that we understand, like, no, this is the softer side, right? I'm gonna bring my family out, I'm gonna kiss my kids before the game, got my wife out here, I'm gonna kiss my wife and all this other little shit. I'm gonna always defer to Luka, even though LeBron is a bigger star than Luka. When Kyrie was playing with LeBron, he was a bigger star than Luka is now. And that nigga Kyrie used to say, "Fuck off, LeBron. I'm waving your ass off," right? So he understands.
Yeah, that's a young Kyrie though, that's in the league, trying to get trying to make his own, just going at it and doing his thing. Like, it's different now. This nigga done been through it. He's been around the block. This ain't his first rodeo. However, whatever shit you want to throw out there and say. So the experience is helping him. So I agree with you, Ubang. I'm also saying that he's in a space where um I'm not so sure they even expected Dallas to be where they are right now. So
shout out to Jason Kidd. Like, I mean, there's
yeah,
so many
yeah,
storylines.
So they're exceeding expectations, right?
Absolutely.
So it's already, like you said, Ubang, to add to it, like it's not even that it's a no lose situation. Like if you go for Minnesota or Dallas, or you rooting for Anthony Edwards or Kyrie, but it's also a no lose situation for both of these teams right now, because they both were not expected to be here, right? And the biggest upset of it all is Minnesota, for sure. Nobody expected them to beat Denver. But I mean, I'm not so sure that niggas was looking at, Dallas being in the Western Conference Finals. They weren't one of the teams that people were talking about. And Kyrie and Luka are proven to be, a dynamic enough duo to where, they got them where they are. But the makeup of their team too, like, they got a lot of guys who are, hustle guys and do a lot of the little shit, that they picked up later on in the season. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, this could be another back and forth kind of series. Just like they were with just like Dallas was with OKC. This would have been, had OKC beat Dallas, you would have had 3 of the conference semifinal series go to 7 games. The only one that would have been done was Boston, because they got the Cavs up out of there, and that was, that was probably the easiest series to predict.
Yeah.
And even the Cavs overachieved because nobody expected them to get to the second round. But
you about to say something, Kev?
Before I mention something about Dallas, I think it's worth saying Minnesota won 3 games in Denver. Just want to put that out there. That shit is insane. So home court advantage for them doesn't matter. Whether they at home, whether they on the road, the shit's not gonna matter. Kyrie is a feel-good story because most black men, when they go through their stuff, they don't get forgiven. It's really hard to bounce back as a black man and a public figure in America. And
hey, Kev, I'm not trying to cut you off. I'm just gonna say this and then let you continue. Guess who is his guy? Like, who is the guy that Kyrie looks up to?
You said what?
Who is the guy?
You talking about Kobe?
Yeah.
Talking about Kobe?
Yes. And he's the only other person to me.
Yeah.
Remember, after the rape shit, the league was trying to jettison Kobe off. Like, hey, man, you're going to get a soft retirement.
Oh, absolutely.
Kobe was like, nah, I'm not fucking done. So you continue your point, but I just want to basically piggyback off.
Oh, no. You absolutely right. So it's like, and before the anti-Semitic statements that everyone, the accusations that he went through, it was the vaccination stuff.
Yep.
and before it was the anti-vax stuff. It was some other stuff where Kyrie was taking time off, but it was police reform because the police had killed like his cousin, and
And
so he was so,
and
so it was like
not to cut you off again, KP. But do you remember, or did you guys hear that? I think it was sometime this past week. Stephen A. Smith said he came out and apologized to Aaron Rodgers about how he caught so much flack for all his
oh my
vaccination
gosh.
stuff. You owe Kyrie an apology
Stephen A.
too.
Smith apologized to that nigga.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I mean, Aaron Rodgers blatantly lied.
You're right. What he did was worse
Yeah,
than Kyrie, but
Kyrie never. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Kyrie never lied. He said, "I'm not doing it."
Hey
Because
man, am I tripping or is this a newfound energy my nigga Ubon got on the Kyrie
no. See,
Oh, he
hey,
situation?
does.
hey,
He
Is,
does.
no.
am I
Hear me
tripping,
He's
out.
been
Kevin?
forgiven.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
He's been forgiven.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Now,
Okay.
y'all know I'm black. I'm black everything. You dig? As soon as Kyrie was wronged as like when it wasn't about sports anymore, right? It's not like, hey, Kyrie with the bullshit on the sport. Once they started attacking him personally, then it was like, okay, nah, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always ride for the black athlete. I'm always ride for black people. Like I always want to see black people win. That's when I was really like, man, like that's crazy how like in the media they're really trying to crucify this dude. And he posts a book or a movie, right? And all of a sudden, I mean, he just posted the link to a movie, and they made it seem like he fucking directed, produced, executive produced, starred in.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, man. What how did it get that bad? You know what I'm saying? So once the energy shifted and they was really trying to crucify this dude on some personal shit, and like even the Lakers, the team I love, I was born, raised, and loved, to still love, said, yeah, we can't touch Kyrie because he got too much off the court stuff. Like what? Like I know some motherfuckers with off the court issues.
And what, Kevin?
KCP was playing for the Lakers and had a damn brace on his
Ankle
leg.
bracelet on.
You know?
He was on. This
Yeah.
nigga was going to jail.
Couldn't leave the state of California.
Come on, man. He couldn't play games outside the state of California. Was balling, was hooping with an ankle monitor on in state. And when he left the fucking games, he had to go check himself back into jail. Like,
yeah, man. But you know what it is? You know what it is, and I'm gonna say this is that certain people in whatever industry you want to point at, in this particular scenario, we talking about basketball, so we talking about basketball players. Kyrie is one of the basketball players who moves the needle. We talking about on the court, we talking about culturally, all that kind of stuff. Like these kids, they love Kyrie. This generation, they love Kyrie. His peers love him. They talk about how he's one of the best, you know, got the best handles, one of the best finishers, one of the killers on, like he's one of those guys, right? I mean, the thing is, like you bring up a KCP, but there's no comparison, right? So Kyrie is one of those ones, and he's not necessarily pushing the NBA agenda. So when that's not happening, and you one of those guys that's in the forefront, then yeah, they are gonna be more like, no, and it's fucked up. So to your point, Ubang, yes, to start attacking this dude personally and picking apart things, because I mean, not to get back on it, you were talking about Kobe, but we talking about rape versus a nigga not wanting to take a vaccine. Like that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, those two things, like, cause I mean, dog, it's So on the court, in his personal decisions, like it's not like he's out here, you know, committing crimes and killing motherfuckers and shit like that and beating women and all that. He's not doing none of that kind of shit. And it's like, at least to our knowledge, I don't think a
Nigga
story will
might be this
a
nigga,
story surface later in the
Yeah, man.
motherfucker.
Hey,
It's like,
yeah, man. So make sure
nigga
you
running
make
through the
sure.
hallway,
Yeah,
running
make
through the
sure.
hallway in the towel.
whoa.
Running through
Come
the
on,
hallway.
man. Not trying to
Yeah.
make fun of that, but
Yeah,
whoa.
man. Niggas
Running
apologize.
through the
Hey,
Yeah,
hallway in the
shit.
towel.
man. Yeah,
Come on.
yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
Looking
Don't
like
have
Ike
me up
Turner,
here
like
like Slim. Don't have me up here like Slim Thug.
Oh man. Hey, yeah.
Nigga,
Hey, you want
recanting my words.
do you want to take a quick pivot and discuss
Oh my
exactly
God.
what's going down with that
Well,
situation?
Oh,
yeah,
my.
yeah, we get there because
Uh,
that's
Sh-
another black. That's a
Sean
black man
Sean
that
Sean Combs. I don't
that's a
call him
black man
Diddy,
that
man.
apologized, and America didn't accept his apology. Nigga.
Man, listen, bro.
That's a tough situation, man. That is a tough
I'll
that's
say
a tough
this.
situation. Go ahead, Ubo.
Yeah.
Friday morning, I'm at work. Niggas, hey man, current affairs be hitting during the workday. Like, come on, man. Y'all niggas start dropping that shit in the evening, man. Like how the video services are like probably
Oh,
like 9-10 o'clock in the morning on Friday. And every single one of my group chats, the video just gets sent. Like, boom.
man.
Hey, the video's out, the video's out. And you see Puff Daddy. Hey, okay. I don't condone domestic violence
No, not at all.
No.
at all. You know what I'm saying? I think that shit is cowardly, and and it's there's only rare instances where it's even justified, right? But that shit was funny as fuck, bro. Like this nigga Puff is because as I'm watching the video the first time, it's like, oh shit, that's crazy. But then when you run it back like the second or third time, like I'm putting a voice to it, like, bitch, come here.
This nigga
Puff was running down the hall.
My nigga was running in the
in
damn
a
towel,
towel. It was
looking like Roddy
You,
Piper.
you
My
gotta wonder like, hey, look, hey, honestly, you gotta wonder like, what the fuck? Did she did she slap the shit out of this nigga while he was in the
No,
shower? Like, I'm about to get out of here, bap, and then I'm out.
that
And
was a
this
creep
nigga's like,
out.
she probably
You
was
know, that was the
trying to
creep out,
run
man.
away. She was trying to run away.
while he was in the
Puff
shower.
was in the shower. and
Yeah.
Puff got wind of it. Like, hold on, this Cassie.
Right.
Yes.
It's trying to. Hey,
Nigga
my boy-
realized something was wrong.
something was afoot.
My
I'm
niggas,
not
my
making
niggas
light of this
towel,
shit before
my
I
niggas
fucking
towel
tell you.
tying skills are impeccable.
Oh
The
man,
towel never moved.
the towel never moved. He done hit her, kicked her with his socks.
Yeah, that was cold.
Yeah, the towel
couple
never
bags.
moved. Like, damn, what kind of
Like,
towel this nigga got?
Yo,
Hey,
that
niggas think about the craziest shit. Like this nigga impeccable towel tying shit.
hey, that's crazy, bro. Like, and all he had denied the allegations. And the funny thing is, obviously you start to ask questions like, damn, did the hotel withhold that footage?
Well, so they're saying that and these are allegations. I don't know. And apparently the statute of limitations is up, so he probably don't give a fuck.
And
But
he
saying he paid. They're saying
No, he paid her. He
Yeah,
paid
yeah.
Cassie
Yeah,
Yeah, for the
for the
okay.
lawsuit.
30 mil. She filed a
Yeah.
lawsuit and he settled for 30 million.
Yeah,
Right? That was all encompassing. So I don't think he was really afraid of any um of any
Well,
like
I'm saying it was alleged that he paid the hotel for the footage.
correct.
And I know there was a lawsuit where that was settled where she was paid, but I'm talking about the allegations of him paying the hotel for
Right. I saw some stories saying that
the
he
actual
paid
footage.
50,000 for the footage, and that when the when Homeland Security raided his properties, that was one of the things that they found. So the interesting thing is that his son released like a diss track against 50 Cent like last week, and in the song he has a line where he talks about how the feds ran into the LA and the Miami homes.
Yeah.
He didn't know they had the homes next door or some shit like that. And it's, people are speculating that it's really peculiar that a few days afterwards this video gets released. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. It's
Man, it's sad, man. That was a sad video to watch, man. Like watching her cover up, because it was clear, man, the way that she was covering and moving. This wasn't the first time, man.
nah, yeah. And
This
it's
has happened before.
you know, you would think, right? You would think that it has.
Yeah.
And
It-
it's it's one of those things where it made me sit and think like, if this was my daughter,
oh man.
I'm after this nigga. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I'm after this nigga. Like, and again, like we've talked about situations with men and women, and how we're raising kids, and how you raise your sons and stuff like that. But it's I also have a daughter, so I have to speak to her about things, and I'm always telling her how to handle herself, and you know don't put your hands on a dude and all that kind of stuff. Think about the situations that you're putting yourself into and all of that, because at the end of the day, some shit happens to her, whether she right or wrong, I'm after some motherfuckers. And
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If that was my daughter, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga. I don't need, y'all would be KP in a bong. You know what I'm saying? Like DP would be gone.
Nah,
DP ain't
DP out of commission for a
hey,
while.
look, y'all,
DP ain't gone because
DP
I'm
gonna have
helping you
like two
cover it
minutes.
up. Like,
Look,
damn.
DP gonna have like 2 minutes while y'all calling me from the cell, like, nigga, yeah, y'all niggas still getting
Uh,
done.
I,
But
Nah, I be in there with you, man, trying to cover this shit up. Like, man, we got to get this blood up, man. Shit,
man,
where we gonna put the body? Damn.
like, and then
Oh,
the thing is, like, you know, I understand, like they say, people make mistakes, everybody makes mistakes, and you had him, Sean Combs, on his social media or wherever he made his apology.
Reporting live from Bali. No, he
Yeah,
was
I
in
mean,
Bali.
but this, I mean, does that hurt? Does that hurt or help his situation?
Hey, man, the nigga's in Bali,
neither,
man. You can't get him in
neither.
Bali.
I don't think it hurts or it helps. He just wants to, like, right now, that's all public perception, right? Again, statute of limitations is passed. You paid off Cassie, you settled a lawsuit, like, and you probably did some despicable things. So maybe what he says and how he apologizes there, alleviates him, or you know, alleviates his conscience for the next 3 videos that come out. You know what I'm saying? But
Nigga.
He
again,
said the next 3 that come out. Damn.
yeah, like we don't know, but
I mean, but it's like, if you had that energy, like, we'll sit and wait, and the truth shall be revealed, and if you got that kind of and then shit like this start coming
nah,
out, it's
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
But the funny thing is that he had too much going on at the same time. So
so he
he
was talking
could
about some other
truly,
shit.
right, he could truly have been talking about the sex trafficking thing. Like, hey man, listen, I threw wild parties, right? People came, got fucked up, crazy things happen at a wild party. Drugs are consumed, crazy stuff happens. Some people don't remember what happened the next day. That's not, I'm not trafficking sex workers in and out of my place or anything like that. So that was, I think, what he was discussing, or what he was talking about when he said that his name will be cleared. It just so happens that at the same time, boom, Cassie hits him with the lawsuit. Some other shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Like a few lawsuits came out at the same time. Like, and I think but it would have been wild for him to try and separate the two.
Mhm.
Like he'd have been like, "Hey man, I ain't saying I ain't never hit a
Yeah.
woman,
Yeah.
but I ain't never trafficked no bitches." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's
Yeah.
you. So in the moment, he just gotta say, "Hey man, I'm an innocent man. I'm being railroaded." Da 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 da. But I think in the actuality, he was speaking on the sex trafficking charges, which are the more, and it's again not saying more serious, but those are or would be considered such a much more heinous crime, right?
Mhm.
You're you're trafficking women to get some who get trafficked against their will, for the purposes of sex or whatever. So um we don't know, man. It's so much stuff that's still going on, but in the court of public opinion, yeah, man, he's taking the L right now, right? So for him to come out and say what he said is just let me try and stop the bleeding a little bit. I think.
Do you stop the bleeding though? Because like a minute ago, and I know it was a hard pivot, but we were talking about Kyrie and bouncing back. Like, can he bounce back from this?
It's only two niggas that bounce back, and he's not one.
So the
Are
answer would be no. There's no bounce back from this for him.
man, because
Whoa, Chris Brown.
he's still bouncing back.
Oh no, he bounced back. But again,
Bounce
you got to
back.
remember that Chris Brown, that was a different time, right? The focus and the energy for domestic
Before Me
violence,
Too, before Me
right?
Too, yeah, pre Me Too.
Exactly.
Okay.
So like that was definitely pre Me Too, and it was a different time where we never saw the video,
Yeah.
right? Remember the
Yeah.
Ray Rice thing,
I was gonna
right?
say we saw that Ray Rice video. Ooh.
So Ray Rice, we had allegations, but once we saw the video, and then you remember, like, damn, this is a grown ass man that bench presses other grown ass men, like, and he just mollywopped the shit out of his chick. It made it hit different.
So
You know what I mean?
and I'm just saying that the allegations, like when they try to allege that some shit happened, but yeah, you're right because this video evidence in
Yeah.
the Ray Rice situation is video evidence in this situation with Sean Combs. So
If if the sex trafficking thing gets cleared up, Diddy hop on talk shows, or he'll go to the red table with Jada Pinkett and what's the other lady, Yolanda, or
Nah, Yolanda and Oprah, they be setting black niggas up. So you don't want to do that.
No.
That's what happened with R. Kelly. Remember?
Right.
What is her name, man? Is that it?
Nah, I don't think it's Yolanda.
Yeah, that's not it.
No,
I know y'all talking about.
I'm talking about the she does she'll do
the therapy intervention.
Yeah.
That's not her name. It's like
that's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oprah's friend.
No.
Oh, you're not okay.
No,
you talking about Gayle King? I'm not talking about
no, not Gail. I know who you're talking about,
Okay.
Ubang. It's not Yolanda though. It's close.
It's a dark skinned chick.
Yeah.
She does like relationship couples therapy and stuff. I can't remember the name.
Man, I think low key Steph sent me a video of her, and I think one of the twins. Remember the twins, the cheerleading twins at Crenshaw?
Which ones?
Bud and Ruh. I think one of them was on there.
I have to see a photo.
Yeah. I'll show y'all afterwards then.
So a couple things from this. Thank God Fabulous never partied with Diddy, because if y'all remember the episode of Drink Champs, when that nigga was like, I like it when you call me that daddy, and then was like, hey man, how come you never party with me? When Diddy was making the passes at Fabulous.
Yeah. So Fab said he never been to a Diddy party?
Yeah, Diddy was saying it to Fab, like, man, how come you ain't never party with me? He like, man, what you mean, man? He like, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't never party with me.
Oh yeah, I remember that episode.
Oh man, Jada Kiss is looking like,
yeah.
Nori's looking like,
yeah.
So that, and then where the hell is Farnsworth Bentley? Farnsworth Bentley knows where the bodies are buried.
And I think he alluded to that. He alluded to that maybe like a month ago on social media. He said if I ever had something, or something, he said something to the effect of like, "Hey, if I ever had something to say, or if I ever said something, or if you ever knew what I knew, or some shit like that." But Farnsworth Bentley did allude to possibly having some intel or some information, and maybe that was just a little shakedown. Like, "Hey, Puffy, you owe me a couple million, nigga, send them my way."
Yeah.
Or else.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And what
yeah.
and is it Ayanla or
Ayana,
Ayana?
that's who it is.
Ayana?
Yes.
Ayana. Because
Yeah.
Kevin, I don't know if you remember, she did the DMX intervention too.
Yeah.
Okay, with the son. Yeah.
Ayana. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Doctor or Ivana or Ayana.
Ayana, some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's who it is. I done called her Yolanda.
Yeah. Niggas is like close enough.
Yeah. Y'all need to get the vibe. Y'all get the vibe. But yeah, fellas, man, I'm gonna have to cut it short just because I got a lot going on in my background, and I ain't trying to fuck up the stream. But I'm glad I was able to touch on those two topics right there.
Hey, real quick, Ubang, before
Yeah.
you go, I'm gonna just have you and Kevin look at y'all text messages. I just sent y'all a message, and y'all tell me if y'all recognize who that is, because that's with that Ayana chick or whatever her name is. And I
You
do
just sent
believe,
it?
yeah, I just sent it to our chat. I just texted over there, and I believe this young lady went to school with us.
I thought she's the one that did R. Kelly too. I'm fighting for my fucking life. I thought that was her.
I don't remember, but do you see Ubon?
I don't remember this girl. I was gone by then.
I'm looking. I'm trying to see right now. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah.
I'm not tripping, right?
Nah.
I'm not tripping. I thought so.
But what was like? Who was she to like? Is she
I
just a random on here getting advice?
I don't know. My sister sent it to me, and she was like, "Is this one of the twins?" I'm like, I think so. It looked like it, but yeah. So I have no idea what the show was about, but I mean,
Yeah,
I just
Gail King was the one that had R. Kelly in the blender.
yeah.
For sure, no questions asked, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Gail King had my boy Kels sounding like Drake on the Heart Part 6. And they was all over the place.
I'm fighting for my fucking life. Was flexing in the cameras. Yeah.
Hey, she was waiting for Kels to hit her. Like, go on and hit me then.
Yeah.
Stupid.
So Diddy don't want to go on that show. Just stay in Bali with Russell Simmons. You'll be all right, man.
But what I'm saying is that eventually, if the real case, the sex trafficking case is gonna have to blow over, right? It's gonna have to there's gonna have to be some kind of resolution there. But if there's some resolution there, I think that he can come back from the domestic violence situation. Again, he said it, right? I had to go to rehab, I had to do this, I had to do that. So now he's already admitting that he was in a bad place. And society, whether they want to or they don't, like, they're gonna give you a second chance. All you gotta do is say and do the right thing.
This is a black man, and it's multiple women that he allegedly abused because the name Kim Porter came up.
But see, here's
about how he did her.
And then the thing is this though, right? A lot of shit is behind closed doors that we don't know about, right? This instance just happened to come to the forefront because it's video footage.
True.
Now, it leads people to, speculate if you do this and you got caught, like you said earlier, Kevin, this ain't the first time. This can't be the first time. But then it's also like, what makes you think that you can do this kind of shit to people? And it's just like, it's a whatever type thing. Once you get a certain level of power, notoriety, and you feel like you move the world. or the
you're
world
above the
moves
law. You're
right.
above the
So
law.
so
Yeah.
so all those things like Ubang, you saying society will give you a second chance, but he would have to do certain things. Is he able to move that way? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Man.
are you gonna be able to make those adjustments? Because you know how people looked at him like, he runs the industry almost, or he's one of
Yeah.
those dudes who runs the industry. Now you not one of those dudes. Niggas are gonna be looking at you like, nigga, please. Like, so is he able to make the adjustment? Do you think he's able to make the adjustments you were saying are gonna be necessary for him to get that second chance?
Puffy has the Diddy, Puffy, Love, whatever he goes by.
Sean Combs, nigga. That's what I call that nigga.
Nah, I think he
And not
changed his
just
name.
because it is. I told my brothers, I said, man, I ain't call what I look like calling this nigga Diddy, Sean Combs, nigga.
Hey, but I think he has a great PR team. He's gonna spend the money to spin it the right way, right? Like, and that can't be lost. Like the importance of having a good team around you that's gonna help you spin it and do what it has to do.
But Ubong, he's got a cloud around him. With this, it's the situation with Shine. When Shine took the fall back in the day when he went to prison, people were saying it was Diddy. When and then J Lo broke up with him shortly after the case, so it kind of led people to believe maybe Sean Combs was guilty. Maybe he did have the gun, and Shine took the fall. With the situation of Biggie and Tupac, more and more stories are coming out like it was Sean Combs behind this situation, that he may have orchestrated the killing on Biggie. Um, when it's the situation that's just passed with Cassie, yes, the tape came off, but before the tape came out, he settled the case for $30 million. It's like, damn, if you're paying $30 million, what the hell were you doing to this woman to settle for so much? So I think when you look at the long line of things that he's been tied to and surrounded to, it's like, I don't think he gets past this.
I
And
mean,
again, these are all allegations.
Yeah,
right,
but
right,
Like,
and
he's not gonna
I
sit
want
up
to
here and
say,
say, I know.
and I hope he does, man, because as a black man, you don't want to see a black man go down, but I also don't want to see the black man doing no bullshit either. So,
No, that's true.
hopefully he's innocent and in a lot of the other areas, and he is able to bounce back. But it was like that shit, man. When I saw the apology, man, I looked at my sons. I was like, look, man, don't make there's certain mistakes you can't make as an adult because you will not bounce back from this shit. It is hard to be a nigga in America.
So what was you telling them? Like, nigga, you do this shit, you don't apologize. Just be like, you done
Nigga,
fucked up.
you do
Is
this
that
shit, you fucking done. Yes,
so so maybe I should have asked in a different way when I was asking, does it hurt or help him? Do you think he should have even made the apology, the public apology at all?
I think you should, because he's a public image and he is trying to save face. So yeah, and and I'm gonna allude to what Uban was saying. The apology was kind of cryptic because he really wasn't talking about Cassie per se. He was saying I was in a bad place, and I did some things, and I'm sorry. And so it was a cryptic apology.
he was trying, but again,
And he wasn't trying to incriminate himself.
Did your mama?
exactly. That's
Did,
exactly what it was.
Yeah,
did
that's
your
why I
mom-
said it was cryptic.
Did your mama ever tell you, I whooped your ass because I love you? And all of that shit. Like, I love you. That's why you still whooped my ass. I still got these, welts and shit from that belt you broke out to whip my ass with. Like,
Hey,
I get
so,
it.
So again, it was like you said, it looked like he was reading, like part of the shit he was reading. You saw his eyes moving. But again, he was just trying to get out in front of it, and anything that may come out past this, right? Hey, listen, man, I was in a bad place. He didn't even give a time frame, right? From the years of 2001 through 2023, right? Like I just got over it, man. I'm looking at the Lord for forgiveness and grace and mercy
So
and all this other little shit.
so Ubang, I know I always say this. So now he's bombing. He's the
Oh,
he's the
yeah,
comedian that's bombing.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. Niggas throwing tomatoes,
I was in a bad place, man.
but
Oh, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
hard in
yeah.
this world
right,
for a black
right, right,
man.
right, right, right,
Shit, we gotta stick
right.
together.
It's a cold world out there. Being a black man,
Niggas
being a black
bombing.
man in America.
Yeah.
While nigga rubbing his hands together. Whew, damn, America's a cold place.
Oh man.
But I think time heals all wounds, man. Like again, the stuff that you said that got brought up, yeah, those are all allegations that those been around, just like the puffy parties and all the allegations with the parties and the stuff that goes on at the parties been around for all these years. So I don't think there's anything new, right? We just got video of the Cassie situation, but other than that, people believe that he did that. Like you said, Kim Porter, right? His mother of his children
Yes.
that passed away.
Yes.
There's allegations there. The sad part about it is that he got daughters.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, it's like you do gotta think about that too. Like, because they don't look at their dad like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The kids, I'm saying, they probably have a completely
I
different.
mean, I hope they don't.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
mean, it seems like they have a completely different perception of him. You know what I'm saying? Like they rock with each other, whatever. He was posting the family photos or whatever of all of them hanging and shit like that. And if you felt like, like your pops was, I mean, I would say to y'all, if you felt like your pops was just beating your moms or doing, dragging your moms through the mud, I think you would feel a different type of way about that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I know I would, but then last thing I know you got a roll, Ubang, but that kind of made me think about the shit you said last time where you were like, think about like his kids are like, he's got kids and daughters and stuff like that. Uh, there's been a lot more said about the Tom Brady shit with the Netflix stuff since we last spoke and how he's, I've heard motherfuckers even say he was talking about suing because he was asking that they not put anything in there about his,
His
his
home
marriage
life.
and shit, yeah, shit like that. But like, because his kids are looking at shit and like, I'm pretty sure that was hard for them, the divorce and all that stuff. But it's like, motherfucker, you on the roast,
Yeah,
nigga.
it's a roast. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck you think they about to say about your ass? It's like,
There's no rules to a roast.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
damn. But anyway, man, I know you got to roll, Ubang. So.
No, for real. Hey, listen, man. I'm glad we got a chance to hit that. No pun intended. To hit that Diddy situation. And and no pun intended, man.
Niggas
But
gonna be like, you niggas ain't shit. Like,
Oh
fuck
man.
y'all.
Yeah.
oh man, once again, I don't condone domestic violence. I think it's cowardly, but I just want to make light of this.
Hey,
The situation.
Ubang, you not bombing, man. You ain't gotta hit the
Yeah,
niggas
Yeah,
with
yeah,
it.
yeah. It's
Nah, I'm
true.
fucking with you.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm glad that we got a chance to talk about the Minnesota Denver series because that was really, it went 7. It was a good series. And before I go, I know I got to run and we didn't really speak on the Eastern Conference. I'm glad New York got up out of there. And I'll tell anybody that's willing to listen, the New York Knicks are the NBA's version of the Dallas Cowboys. They ain't never going to be shit.
Hey,
Never,
before we go, Kevin, did I
yeah.
not tell you about that series?
You called
It-
the series out and you were saying that Indiana really had a chance. I I wasn't going for it. I didn't believe it. Let me just say,
And that's
Tom
actually on
Thibodeau-
record too, because we talked about
yeah.
it. In
Tom
it's recorded.
Thibodeau worked the New York Knicks like immigrants. Like them,
Oh, shit.
but
Hold on, illegal immigrants.
illegal immigrants,
That's
no
fucked up.
papers, no English speaking skills.
What do you know how to do? Work. Paint. You know how to paint. Get in the paint. Get down there in the paint.
Oh shit! No.
Can you run?
No.
Yeah.
Oh
My
my
nigga Josh
God.
Hart body fell apart.
Oh my goodness.
Jalen Brunson's body fell apart.
What's his name?
Like, OG Anunoby.
Anunoby came over, didn't even have a full season.
Yeah.
Nigga wasn't used to that type of shit.
Yeah,
huh?
he was like,
This
"God
nigga got us
damn."
going to work.
Yeah.
Sir.
Niggas are earning their dollars in New York. Like, that's
Mhm.
for sure.
Mhm.
Tom
Yeah.
pimping hoes.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
nigga. Thibodeau was old school. Like, it's a sweatshop over here. Yeah, that nigga.
Sweat
Yes,
equity.
it is.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that nigga Tom just overworked his team. That's what he did. He's not a good manager. Like,
Load what?
yeah. In an era of load management, this nigga is overworking his players. This the same nigga that had Derrick Rose in with 1 minute left and the game was in hand, and Derrick Rose's career was never the same. This nigga overworks people, man.
Man, it's fucked up.
Mm.
That's fucked up. But
And my
hey,
nigga,
man,
That's fucked up, girl.
yeah, and my nigga Jericho finally got in the game. Jericho
With like
Sims.
30 seconds left.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Nigga got in with 30 seconds.
The
My nigga
crazy
was-
thing is he was playing, giving him some burn throughout the season, earlier
Yeah.
on in the season. It's like,
Yup.
anyway.
When your power forward is 6'4" and your small forward is 6'4", you're gonna have a hard time, man. Like, that was the front line at one point. It was Josh Hart and Dante DiVincenzo. Like, damn.
Yeah.
cold-hearted business. Hey, he's one of those coaches that are like those old school hard nosed. This is not that type of league anymore, man. You know,
Yeah.
and literally half your team fell apart
Right.
just from
Yeah.
being overworked, just overworked. So, you know, damn. I mean, and then Brunson, Brunson in game 7, his shit was kind of just bad luck. He fractures his hand
Yeah, but they was getting their ass. they were losing anyway.
already.
Yeah. But somebody forgot who was saying it. They was like, man, and Brunson got hurt too. I said Brunson got hurt in like the third quarter, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they was on their way out.
Nigga Popovich is looking at them,
hey,
just shaking his head like,
And then every game at the Garden, they gave like the old Knicks like the baseline seats.
Right.
Yeah. John Starks.
They had Larry
Standing up
Johnson, Stoudemire.
Yeah. I'm like, damn.
But John Stark specifically, and then Stephon Marbury when he was there, these motherfuckers are standing up every single time they come down court. Like, I think they were calling them AAU dads.
Oh man.
Getting loud and crazy. Sit your
Yeah.
silly ass down, man.
Yeah.
Fuck is wrong with you? But anyways, fellas, man, like I said, man, I got to run. Always a pleasure getting it in with y'all fellas, and